Hey everyone, and welcome back in today's video, which is gonna be another round of the cosmetic showcases in automation with your submissions. And this time it's gonna be the sort of tuners theme, you know, the Japanese cards and whatnot. And we got a few submissions again. That's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 cards. That's a nice number. We got a pretty good selection of cards as well. So, you know, I did look into a few of these, but of course, I'm going to be showing all of them off right now. But yeah, it should be interesting. And before we do anything else, I would like to ask you to vote in the comments which one you like the most, because then in the actual testing round, I can actually announce who was the sort of fan favorite or viewer's favorite car. So without any further ado, let's get into it. We got the Pupra97, which is I guess in the sort of Supra parody what's supposed to be. Let's see if it looks any similar. Oh wow, um, that's an interesting front. Is that supposed to be sticking out like that, or is that still loading in? I guess that's okay. Okay, that's just the part of the design. Fair enough. So it doesn't look anything like a Supra, but it does have nice pop-up headlights, pretty well integrated into the body of the car, and I kind of like that. Nice kind of setup here with the sort of secondary lights here in the front. Some bit of a splitter on the front as well. And interesting light layout. I kind of think it should have touched it, so it's like a one continuous one, but again, still works like that, I guess. Also, the exhausts are sort of missing. I do remember there is an exhaust there. Okay, that's a bit odd there, but we just gloss over that rather. So this is the Pupra. All right, pretty decent design. Let's move on to the next one. We've got the Typin Suzuka S. I never know how to actually call these names. Like, is it the Tiata Pupra97, and this is the Typin Suzuka S. So I guess that's how the order goes. That's not the other way around. Would be weird if you said S and then something else. Also, I can already see that there is some lure thingies going on. Yeah, sadly, this game does not have the best of lures functionality. I do not have mods, so this is just the vanilla game. I don't know if any mods actually improve that. I'm guessing they do, but this one looks a bit wonky to me. It's probably not the fault of the creator, it's fault of the game rather. Anyway, nice layout on the back though. I like this sort of light setup here. And the exhausts are actually here this time, which is definitely useful. Some fenders, splitters, what do you call those things? I don't know, I'm not really that good on cars. The mirrors look a bit odd, like this is supposed to be used to actually hold the mirrors, but anyway, we'll just give that some creative freedom, I guess. This front reminds me a bit to a mixture of a Mazda and a Pontiac sort of thing, with the front grille. Interesting. Definitely something I did not really expect. But yeah, nice design again. Cool beans. So let's move on to the next one. We've got the SXS JDMX. Lots of X's in one. And 97R. Ooh, I like the colors on this car. The sort of neon green goes well with this blue, and there is some things going on over there. It's a really nice design. I really like that one. Not many people give much thought to the colors, but this one is really nice. Also, this lights setup reminds me of the Nissan Skyline, whichever generation, but it gives it like a unique twist. So it's not like disturbingly similar. It's just the sort of reminding thing, I guess. And the car itself looks a bit shorter, kind of like squashed together a bit more. I probably would have made the roof a bit flatter, you know what I mean? Like it's a bit too arced for me, but again, that's just personal preference. And I like this side vent, by the way. Is this a vanilla thing you can do, or is this like the something that the body model has on it by default? I don't know. Still, looks pretty good, and the front also looks pretty good. Interesting light setup here as well. Kind of like this, and this integrated vent and light design. Yeah, lots of thought and design decisions put into this. I like that. Always nice when people actually give effort to coming up with a unique design. So yeah, this is a really good one as well. Let's move on. Next up, we've got the SMC Japan Verdun Estate Diesel. which looks to be like a sedan sort of thing. Yep, it's a sedan, shortly. This definitely goes for a more simplistic design. At least the exhaust is there. Big bulky bumpers, and just a bit of a smile at the front. Yeah, that's definitely less going on, but you know that never means it's a bad thing. As long as the design is coherent and does what it intends to or sets out to do, then it's fine. And this is just what it is, so that's nice. Kotatsu Salamander. I like the Kotatsu name. It's another sedan. It's an even bigger one. Wow, that's an interesting front. I don't know what it reminds me of. Reminds me of a snarky nerd kid laughing at you with his bracers on his teeth. I don't know. It it's not ugly or anything. It just for some reason that popped into my mind. I don't know how practical a side indicator like that would be, but again, freedom of creator, I guess. And oh, I like that the rear sort of is keeping the design cues from the front. That's nice. Yeah, this looks definitely unique. Good one. All right, let's move to the next one. And now we got the almost half done, I think. And the next one is the KawaiiDesu Tyrant Kita. Okay, KawaiiDesu is also a fitting name for a car, I guess, from Japan. Another sedan with now double spoilers. Interesting. I like the color of this sort of aqua cyan mixture of the color. And some louvers that actually work on the car. That's interesting. What is this though? Front spoiler? I really like those things, but again, that's just personal preference. I do like this front a lot though. Again, not nothing super complex, but it's coherent and just does whatever it intends to do. So yeah, this is also a solid design. Like it. Let's move on. We've got the Ito SGX1. I like this rear light design. Again, not much going on apart from that, but the light design I like. Also the shape of the car going with it as well. It's pretty cool. And this front, again, it's something simplistic, but I like it. I think it's pretty pleasing to look at. You know, it's kind of a clean design. I like that there is an indicator on the mirror as well. I like those designs well as well. And yeah, it's not much else to tell about it, but overall it's just a solid design, I think. So yeah, good one. You get each challenge attempt. Okay, so that's okay. This is probably the least creative naming, but we'll go with that. It's just gonna be my namesake, I guess. All right, a bit more angular. I think this is the body of Mitsubishi. I'm not gonna say which evolution, but I'm pretty sure it's the Mitsubishi body. You guys can tell me and lecture me about my inconsistency about cars knowledge. Anyway, nice back design. I like these lights, even though I don't know how it looks with the sort of angular design of the rest of the car. I like the exhaust setup as well. That's a nice one. And I do like the front as well. The front is more fitting for the shape than the rear, I feel like, but again, the overhaul is really nice. There is some clipping going on with the tires, though. I don't know if it should be raised or something. Hopefully, BeamNG won't handle that too badly. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. And we've got the FI. Is it an FF1 or FI? Z332. Oh, I think this was one of the cars that were trying to go after a real life car, the Nissan. Yep, I think it is. That's the lots of textures, or fixtures rather. Let them load a bit. Maybe it's kind of bugged because of my... Nope, it's still loading. Okay, cool. So, as you can see, it's a Nissan ZR, not ZR, Z32, 320, I don't know. There might or might not be a zero at that. Look at those details. There are a lot of details going on. I really like that. It does look a lot like the Nissan, but, you know, I never said it, you know, people shouldn't kind of try to imitate cars from real life. And I really like this design. I really like the real life version of this car as well. So that's a good one. We'll see if there's any other Nissan lovers in this chat when we see the comments. Alright, let's move on to the next one. And 3 more. Supótsu. That's of course sports in Japanese. That's actually how they pronounce it. And maybe even how they type it. Camso JP Supótsu SR. My pronunciation is probably not the best, but that's what it says. Alright, some fixtures still loading in, that's fine. Ooh, quad exhausts. Interesting, that's a big badge there. Nothing super fancy going on the back. There is a tow hook though. And oh, I like the placement of the badge there. That's unique. I like that. I like the car. You know, despite it being simplistic, I still like the design. This is a pretty solid setup, I feel like. So yeah, good one again. Let's move on. Two more. Calamari GT. There is a car called Kalahari in GTA. I was almost treating it like that, but then I realized it's not GTA anymore. Ooh, black and red. Black and red is always a winner combo. Look at that. Reminds me a bit to a Ford and Subaru mix-up. Interesting design. I really like these vent setups as well. This might actually be my favorite looking car so far, but probably the color is playing onto that. Yeah, definitely reminds me a bit to a Ford. That's fine though. Very big lights though. Look at how big of the lights are. This is the anime mode of the Ford. Just made the eyes bigger. But yeah, it's a solid design. I kind of like it. Well, not kinda. I really like it actually. It's a really solid design. All right, last car. And the Model 1 Trim 1 again. Very creative naming. Is it mine? Oh, I think it's mine. Oh, I just completely roasted myself. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this was my car. I'm probably gonna try it out in the BeamNG as well this time. We'll see. Okay, so I have no right to complain about namesakes ever again from now on, so keep that in mind. Anyway, this was the 11+1 cars that we had today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and again, please comment your favorite in the comments so that we can have a clear winner. And I see you in the next one, probably in about a week or a bit more, because I'm gonna be off next week with the BeamNG performance test. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.